What up, YouTube? Today we are headed to do a throttle body replacement on a Jeep Compass 2014. Stay tuned. Alright, so here's the Jeep Compass right here, working with the oh so popular 2.4 liter Chrysler Dodge Jeep engine. So the first thing we want to do is remove this bad boy out of the way. We're going to twist these two, and then we can lift it up and out of there. We'll set that to the side. Then we want to kind of get this red clip slid out and down, and then you can push on this tab and unplug the intake air temperature sensor, I believe is what that is. Then we're going to go ahead and loosen this clamp, and then there's another clamp down here on the other end of this ductwork. I will try to show you. There it is. So we're going to go ahead and loosen both of those up, and then we're going to remove the ductwork. Kind of tough and difficult to get down in there at that one, so I used a tool just like this. Fingertip ratchet. Alright, so now we have a little better access, except I am going to try to bungee cord this stuff up out of the way real quick. Okay, and now that we've done that, I just kind of used the engine cover there. We have full access to the throttle body. There's going to be 4 bolts, 2 on this side and then 2 on the inner side, as well as the connector for the motor that runs it. And oh boy, is that bad boy dirty. Woo! We'll try to get these other ones out. Alright, so I got the other 2 bolts out using this tool here. I was able to get all 4 of them out with that. And then I was able to wiggle it out from behind this bracket here. This bracket has 2 holes that go with the inner 2 holes of the throttle body. So now we're going to squeeze these tabs and unplug the connector. Bring it up here and use 2 hands, but I was able to get it. There's a little tab on each side that you have to push in. Alright, you always want to compare your parts, make sure they're the same. They do appear to be. Looks like we got 6 pins in there, 6 pins in there, and they seem to be a little bit staggered. And then we've got this new gasket here. So we'll take that orange one out with a pick or something, and then we'll push this new one into place, and then we'll get our new throttle body set in. Alright, we're going to reach down in there and just kind of grab that gasket there with the pick here. Sometimes it's a little easier said than done, especially when you're holding a camera, but there's that one. And then I set it over here. There's that new one. We're Gonna go ahead and put that into place. Here, we'll turn the light on for you, just like Motel 6, you know. We'll go ahead and put that in there. Make sure that it's properly and fully seated. Alright, looking good. Now we'll go ahead and put our throttle body into place. Let me grab that. Okay, here it is. So we'll go ahead and just kind of put it in that general area and try to slide it behind the bracket. May take me 2 hands to do that, so give me 1 sec. Alright, we got her in there now. There's a couple of locating tabs you gotta line up, but we got everything in there. You can kind of see one of the tabs in the upper rear of the throttle body there. There's another one kind of diagonal on the bottom. And I got these bolts in there, a few threads by hand, just so it wouldn't fall on me. Don't forget to plug it in as well. And then I'm going to tighten these bolts up the rest of the way. Alright, now that it's all tightened up and plugged in, we can go ahead and release the bungee cord. Let that stuff sit back where it's supposed to go, and we'll put our duct work back on. Alright, so when you put this on, you want to make sure that the accordion part is going towards the bottom, and you want to put it down between the hoses that you just released. If you put this back on before you release the bungee cord, then the hoses and stuff are going to want to push against it big time. So let your hoses back down first, and then you can just kind of easily put that down into place. May take a little effort to get it all the way through, but that's the way that you want to put it down in there, like that. Alright, so we got it back in place. We need to go ahead and tighten up the clamps, and then don't forget to plug your sensor back in right here. Not exactly sure where my wiring went for that though. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes when I'm working. I know the connector should be nearby and I just don't see it. But anyway, that's that. I think that may have been supposed to go underneath actually. So let's do that just to make it look right. We'll bring that underneath like that, and we'll put this back on, and then we'll plug this in if I can get it straight on there, and we'll put our locking tab, and then that looks a lot better, I think. So we're going to go ahead and tighten up our clamps, and then that should be pretty much it. And of course you don't want to forget to put your RFBA cover back on, which is for remove for battery access. I don't think that's a real Jeep term. I just made it up right here on the spot, but we're going with it. So if you can get these all lined up right in the square holes there, like I seem to be unable to do, and then you want to tighten them down. Oh, no, there we go. That's that one. That's that one. Okay, good to go. Next, it's not a bad idea to go into your PCM module and click Learn Electronic Throttle Control. Hit OK. And it says this feature will learn throttle position voltages and accelerator pedal position. Alright, it says learn complete. It did have me push the pedal all the way down and then release it and hit OK. Before we did this, it also said it's probably best if the engine's warmed up. So it says learn passed, hit OK. So I think we should be good to go, but worst case, if it has another issue because it wasn't warmed up, then we can always redo it. Got them codes cleared. Good to go. Alright, and that's going to be the end of the video for today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please go ahead and leave a like below. Also, if you're doing this job and you have any trouble or questions, please leave them down in the comments and I will try my best to help you out in any way that I can. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to hit 3,000 subscribers before the end of 2024. Otherwise, stay tuned for many more awesome videos on the Andy's Auto YouTube channel. This is Andy, signing off.